Hi DVC fan, Amy and Paul here, and we are going to take you on a tour of kind of a rare room type. This is a 3-bedroom grand villa at Disney's Boardwalk Villas, but it is the 2-story grand villa. So there are 7 total grand villas here. 5 of them are single story and only 2 of them have 2 stories. So it's kind of rare to get to see that, so we're excited to show you around. All of our content is brought to you by the World of DVC Resale Market, where you can buy and sell that Disney Vacation Club contract, Monera Financial, who can help you finance that contract, and the DVC Rental Store, where you can try before you buy or rent out your own points. As we said, this is a 2-story villa. Something that we wanted to point out, we are on the 5th floor, and part of our villa occupies some of the 6th floor since we have some stairs going up. Because there is no actual other access to the 6th floor through the elevator, if you have someone in your travel party that has mobility issues and you are staying in a grand villa at Boardwalk, you will want to note that on your reservation to ensure that you get a single-story grand villa. In the entry area here, we first come in, we have this cabinet that does have some storage in it. It looks like it would be a good place to store maybe some snacks or drinks. Also, we've got Hey Disney right here on this entry cabinet, and then just some general decorations in the stairs. We're in the main grand living room area, and one of the things to note that's probably true for most grand villas is that instead of a Murphy bed, you do have a pull-out couch, and this is because the couch is always usually located kind of in the middle of the room, so there's nowhere to put a Murphy bed. And then something that's really interesting about this two-story grand villa is we have this inside Romeo and Juliet type balcony that's off of one of the bedrooms. Behind me here is the entertainment center with a large TV. There are a decent amount of drawers for some storage space. This one is having some trouble opening, but they are a little bit deeper. That one opens a little better. There are outlets throughout the room, but there is no noticeable charging in this actual furniture unit. Before we leave this area, it is worth noting, since all the grand villas have been refurbished, that none of the TVs in the refurbished rooms seem to have been updated to the new system. I think one of the most grand parts of this accommodation is this huge dining room table with these plush chairs that seats up to 10 people. If you remember our studio tour that we did a couple months ago, we weren't really as happy with the lack of theming and artwork. This grand villa is the opposite. There's lots and lots of boardwalk themed artwork throughout. One of the downsides for me to the two-story grand villa versus the single story is that the kitchen is a lot smaller in this two-story. There's not a ton of cabinet space, there's not a ton of countertop space. You do have everything you need. You have a Keurig Duo and a microwave and an oven and stove and a fridge, but it's just a smaller kitchen, and it's actually smaller than some of the 2 and 1 bedroom villas at other resorts. I did want to point out that I missed there is a dishwasher here. It does take up a lot of what could be counter space. And then we have the sink and toaster. And like I said before, the Keurig Duo, they did put these in all of the 1 bedrooms and up. So you have a regular drip pot coffee, and then you have the single cup brewer with some coffees on the side. There's not a lot of room in this kitchen to get around. So if you were cooking for a large group, I would say maybe request the single story. We're going to be putting out a 1-bedroom villa tour very soon that I recorded and Pauline gave the tour. And I gotta tell you, the master bedroom is identical in this grand villa as it is to the 1-bedroom. So you're seeing the same stuff, the same bed, the same headboard, the same dressers, even just the same layout. The artwork also matches the same as the 1-bedroom. And then we do have this nightstand that's the same, but it does have plenty of countertop space. It's got a nice deep drawer here that you can store things in. And then on both sides of the bed, we have charging, 2 regular plugs, 1 USB and 1 USB-C on each side. Across from the king bed, we have a sitting chair, the plaid sitting chair that Pauline doesn't love. We also have this dresser with some drawers. These are very, very shallow drawers, so you won't be able to hold a ton of stuff, but there are 6 of them. Some more charging up here underneath the TV, 2 more regular plugs, a USB and USB-C, just like by the nightstand. And then we have a bench, a little bit of storage underneath for maybe some shoes or something like that, and kind of like a half-length mirror. The bathroom is also pretty much exactly like the 1-bedroom. I do love the artwork above the bathtub. And then we do have a really nice deep soaking tub in here. We have a single sink countertop here. There is a decent amount of countertop space as well as some extra storage in the drawers. And then over here on the side, we have a walk-in closet. So we've got extra blankets and things. Your safe is going to be over here in the corner. And then we've also got some of your laundry items. So your basket and ironing board and your luggage rack. A little bit similar, but also different from the 1-bedroom. This second little bathroom area is actually closed off, so it's not connected to the other bathroom like it is in the 1-bedrooms. We have in here another sink. It's a little bit of a smaller sink, but it does have, well, I thought that was storage, but it doesn't open, so that's gonna be a towel rack. And we've got the toilet in here, so there is only 1 toilet in this bathroom, 2 double bathroom area. Some nice little boardwalk artwork of the front of the boardwalk. and then you'll find the walk-in shower over here. It does have both the Disney newer, I don't know what you call them, pump bottles, and then we've got the rain shower head and then the one that you can handheld. We come upstairs to the first of the other two bedrooms. They are very similar to each other. They both have two queen beds and a dresser and a large TV, and the bathrooms are pretty much the same, but there are a little bit of differences. The first one, when you come up the stairs, is the only bedroom, including the master, the only bedroom that has a balcony. So this one has a nice little balcony with a really great view from the 6th floor. We'll go out in a minute, but you can even see Spaceship Earth. The same dresser that's in the master is also in here. It's got the same charging and it's got the same 6 little bit shallow drawers there. The queen beds are the same queen beds that you'll find in the deluxe studios. They have the same plaid headboard, and then they also have the little pull-out reading lights. In between the beds, we have the nightstand. It is the same one that we had in the master, but there's just a single one in between. It has a storage drawer, and then also it is going to have some charging, just the one set of charging, the 2 regular plugs, the one USB and the one USB-C. This bedroom also has this really strange, like Romeo and Juliet balcony that overlooks the living room. So strange little view for a balcony. We have a pretty good sized closet right here. It just has some extra blankets and a luggage rack. There's no safe in here, no ironing board, so you'll have to get that from the master bedroom. We have a single sink over here, some countertop space, and a little bit of storage. This is outside of the bathroom. And then inside the door, you're going to find, similar to a studio, is where we have the toilet and then the tub shower combination. So at the corner here on the 2nd floor is where you're going to find the washer and dryer. The single-story Grand Villas actually have a full laundry room. Unfortunately, the 2-story ones just have this closeted, kind of stacked on top of each other washer and dryer. The 2nd bedroom at the end of the hall is pretty much identical to the one next to it. It doesn't have a balcony, it just has 2 windows, but the beds are the same, the dresser, nightstand are the same. The only real difference here is that we have this little kind of bench seating next to the dresser, and it does have some drawers that you can pull out and add some more storage. So without going over to it, because it looks identical, the bathroom is exactly the same in this room as it is the one we were just in. Something that we wanted to point out and talk about that's kind of noticeable throughout the room are things like this being a new refurbishment, like the stains that are here on this bench. And then we've also noticed throughout the room a lot of scuff marks on the walls and the baseboards. This Grand Villa was 263 points for 3 nights. So we have it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. So 2 weekends and 1 was considered a weekday night. So for that amount of points, unless you really, really love the location, I don't know that the Grand Villa is really worth it. The Saratoga Grand Villas are a lot less points and they hold as many people, but this does have a really great view, a really great location. Obviously you can walk to 2 parks. So you just have to decide, what's really important for you. So it is a beautiful view out here. We are on the 6th floor. You can even see Spaceship Earth. The one thing that we've noticed is that although they have some protective things on these balconies, there is a bird nest on every single one of these pillars. So it's a great view unless the birds come after you. This is the smaller balcony off of one of the bedrooms. We do have the same chairs that are being put into all of the villas here. This one's starting to show some scuff marks. They're not the most comfortable chairs in the world, but they did replace these from what was here before. The largest balcony is on the main floor here. There is a door off of the dining room area and a door off of the living room area. There are 4 chairs out here, the same chairs that we had above. It's a wide balcony, but it's a very narrow balcony. But I will say that the view is great. I've always wanted to be up here in this section. This is where it says the Boardwalk on top. So it is kind of cool to be up here with these giant pillars. The view is great, and it's a beautiful day. Thank you for joining us for this tour of the two-story, three-bedroom grand villa at Disney Boardwalk Villas. Please hit that like button and subscribe, and stay tuned to dvcfan.com for everything Disney Vacation Club related. Join us in the conversation over at the DVC Fan Facebook group, and for extra content, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/dvcfan.